Oh shoot, I forgot my bug outfit. What's that? Oh, I don't. Sorry, there's no bug outfit. It was gonna be a bee. I forgot. One sec. Just putting my physics vector on. Okay. Welcome! Oh wait. Sorry, my microphone was set up weird. It should be back normal now. Hello? Is it okay? The microphone is okay? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I have some music. I just wanted to feature this music. This music is called Music for Bugs. If you search on YouTube for Music for Bugs, you will find this album. So, if you're interested. We're listening right now to the Weevil song. Actually, Weevils are not featured in today's bug review because I didn't have time to include them. It actually took me a really long time to find pictures for all the bugs that look nice and like that would look nice, and well, I'm just very picky, I guess. So thank you guys. We will feature your bug suggestions and talk about how cool they are. So thank you very much for submitting your bugs to the bug forum. We are no longer accepting bugs right now, but I also have a couple photos that well, literally two. But please look forward to it. Yes, happy bug review day. Yeah, totally, because Silksong is coming out this week, so bugs. I don't know, maybe should I play Hollow Knight? I'm not gonna finish it though. That is a game with bugs in it, but surely there's some other game I could play that. Oh, how about games with bugs? I saw old games with bugs. PlayStation games with... No, PC games with bugs. Well, anyway, we're not playing a game today. We're doing a bug review. Thank you very much for coming. Although it is a bit of a... I thought, I put this stream under the category special events because I think a bug review is not just chatting. No, we are not just chatting. We're having a special event, that of the cool bug review, so... Hang on, my mic monitoring is... I need to fix it. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. Oh yeah, the Bookworm game that turned out to be only a trial. I can't believe that. That was a twist. I thought I had the full version of the game. Oh, sure, we do play a buggy game every week. Welcome! Let me say hello to everybody. Thank you very much for coming to the stream. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out for a special stream that I did put some effort into, so appreciate that. And we get to use this cool room. I was not sure what room to use. It doesn't really go with the microscope asset, but I just wanted to use it. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering my Twitch icon, yeah, I did change that. I like the comfy face. I think it's cute. So, my throat still feels weird. Hope this goes away soon. Okay, so let me say hello to everybody, and I hope you're having a good Sunday. Let me know if you did anything cool you want to share, or hope you guys have been doing well. Hello to Nano Machine Steers, Emoto Joe, Twitching Cheese Trace, Postal Slug X, Garrett Sam, let me see, Nuclear Vaco J Dragon, I can go put Mute Kiss Kitty, Terrace Melt Tater Soup, Jockster Lol, Killtrian, and thank you Velo Venta for the follow, and hello Swamatan and Eggboy Genius. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know it's kind of niche content. Bug review, arguably at least it's a little less niche than my poetry, Beowulf readings, or whatever other stuff I like to do sometimes. So, what the hell, Romeo? But yeah, not gonna do too much of that today because I want to get into the bug review, and probably because this will be like a short-ish one where I stop at dinner. Still gotta rest my throat until all this like a weird flu-ish symptoms go away. So yeah. Well, humans are niche compared to bugs. Yeah. There's an insane amount of bugs. And for example, bees. People just think of bees as bees, but there's actually many species of bees, and a lot of them are pretty different. And some of them aren't even yellow. There's like sweat bees that are green. So, sorry, sweat bees are not included in this book review. There's bees though at the end. So, yeah, look it up. Sweat bees. Why are they called sweat bees? Actually, I don't know why they're called sweat bees. Well, some of them are black and yellow. Actually, some of them are black and yellow, but I think I saw one that's green. I saw a green sweat bee. And it actually looks kind of like a fly. The green sweat bee. Yeah. Does anybody know why they're called sweat bees? Hello? Anyone in the class? We saw Australian stingless bees. Oh, yeah, stingless bees are a thing. There's a lot of them as well. Can't believe it. Yeah, I'm your guys' favorite bee tuber. Yeah, it's not a book, it's a feature. But you know, I still remember that one time someone told me like, oh, you're like a bumblebee because you're always bumbling around. So I think if I was not a fairy VTuber, maybe I would be a bumblebee. I'd be a bumblebee tuber. You know, bumblebees may look like they're bumbling around, but actually they're pollinating flowers, and sometimes it's really hard to hang on to the flowers because they're heavy, so they're like, it looks like they're bumbling around, but they're doing their job. So bumble. That's me. Bumble. Easy. Oh yeah, I don't have that much news for you guys other than, yeah, tomorrow I will probably be at Zeus's thing, which will actually be around the time that I normally stream on weekends. I think it's planned to be at 5 p.m. EDT. Is the Mario thing, so an hour from now, except tomorrow. Sorry that I just, I don't want to wait. I don't want to give you the time when I don't think Zuzu has put up a schedule or anything. But yeah, I'll try to be in touch tomorrow. I need to figure out how Mario 64 works. So let me write that down. Because I probably have to install the mod on my end. And then I'm planning this week's schedule. I'll be on Zuzu's stream. Yeah, I'm not planning to stream much. I think I'll be on her stream. Just wanted to try joining one of these things that she was very kind to invite me, so. And so for this week's schedule, we will finish Metal Gear Solid 2. I may not have a Thief 2 stream because I want to play Baldur's Gate and I want to play some other one-off games, so we might not do Thief 2 this week. It may be delayed to next week. But I do want to play Armored Core Nexus next week. So I think that next week we'll have Thief 2 and Armored Core Nexus. And what else? Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, just let you guys know about the schedule. And yeah. So about this stream though. Yes, I will be showcasing a lot of bugs that you guys suggested. In fact, every single bug in this presentation will be suggested by you guys except for one at the end, and then one mysterious photo that I'm hoping someone can help me identify. One bug at the end which was not suggested by you guys, so you can probably guess which one that is. Oh, sweat bees are called sweat bees because they lick sweat. Oh, okay, that's understandable. But don't butterflies do that too. Butterflies lick sweat off of insects' eyeballs for moisture. I remember reading about this sometimes. So, you know, people are like, oh, butterflies, so beautiful, so graceful, but actually they drink sweat. I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe not all of them because there's a lot of different butterflies out there. I'm pretty sure they drink sweat, you know. Just what I mean, you gotta. It's there. It's free water, you know. Hello, Cannibal Tea Party. What is ski free? I don't know what ski free is. Is that ant okay? That ant is really tired out, so I'm letting him rest there. Yeah. There's a couple bugs. I think I'm blocking the microscope to make myself a little smaller. Yeah, I put on my glasses so I can see the bugs a little bit better. So shall we get to it? Shall we get to it? Yeah, thank you. I know this is kind of a niche thing, but I mean, although it is kind of a niche thing, there's actually a Hololive VTuber did a book review before. It's not it's not that not full of ideas. So I'm not the only VTuber to do a bug review. This is, in fact, many other VTubers have done bug reviews. Yeah. I guess just first off, before we start, I did mention, I keep minimizing OBS. I did mention this before, but we will be allowing some arachnids. We'll be using the colloquial definition of bug as any mini beast, or a mini beast, creepy crawly, or whatever you like to call them. So yes, there will be some arachnids, because I want to include as many bugs, as many cool bugs as possible. We'll be talking about the cool points of bugs. There'll be no bug tier list, but because I just want to show how cool they are, so there's no tier list. Yeah. Well, hello, Layla underscore. Wait, Ski Free is a free game? Oh, that's why it's called Ski Free. Oh. I see, I'm not familiar with that one, or the Yeti monster. Hello, Azerat. Yes, all bugs are S tier. Yep. No need to tier. Except for those ones that were infesting my treehouse that one time. I think they're called. I figured it out, guys. They're not gnats. I think they're called humpback flies. So I don't like those. Sorry, we can't get along. Because they go in your face. They're just. They really like to go in your face, which I hate. Luckily, we don't have to worry about those anymore as I moved out. But mosquitoes have their job in society, I guess. But yeah, I don't like to see. Well, today I went out in the yard to look for bugs, and there's some. I was kind of being bothered by wasps that didn't want me there. They're like, where are you? You're within 100 feet of our wasp nest. Be gone. So, but they didn't want me there. They were not happy. They didn't want their photo taken either. They recognize your face? What wasps? Really? Scary. I didn't touch their nest. Well, okay, I was looking at the tree because we have a big tree nearby. And then often in a big tree where there's a dark area inside wood, you can find bugs. And so I went over, I looked inside of it, and then maybe the wasps that I was threatening, I think they live in there. There's like a big dark hollow in the tree, and I wanted to see if there were bugs in there, but I didn't want to reach my arm in there because, I mean, what if there is a wasp nest in there? But yeah, I saw some mushrooms, I saw a bug which I took a photo, which I will show you guys later, so. And a dead fly. A dried up dead fly, poor guy. He was all mummified looking. Yeah. So, there'll be some spiders. Oh yeah, I should warn you guys. If we are about to see a spider, I will warn you. I will say, spider warning, so that you know. Yeah, because there's a couple spiders in this one. Don't worry, if there's spider warning, once we are done, I will say, what should I say? Spider is gone, so that you know. Yeah, because I know people have arachnophobia, so. However, if you have general fear of bugs, I would say maybe don't look at this stream. Because it's all bugs. If you're afraid of bugs, you may not want to watch this stream. Just not like, don't watch my stream if you hate bugs. It's okay if you're scared of bugs. Just like, we're gonna look at pictures of bugs. That's all. Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with being scared of bugs. I totally get it. I think it's the instinct of humans to be scared of bugs, as they look unfamiliar to us. So, hello, Squawk Cry. But shall we? Oh yeah, Nene from Hololive has Neneti has pet. Yeah, stag beetles. But, in Japan, it's kind of a tradition for children to catch bugs, I think, and like keep them as pets or something. But as for me, when I was a kid, it was a tradition to catch like frogs and tadpoles and stuff. I remember kids doing that at summer camp. So yeah, Japan has a lot of cool beetles. But yeah, any last words before we start the bug review? Anybody? Oh yeah, I forgot. I did want to mention that. Just like behind the scenes of the bug review. Bug. Yeah, bug alert, bug alert. Hello, Voik? Oh yeah, bug alert, bugs incoming. In fact, there's already a little ladybug and ant on the stream, so they're chilling here with me. Yeah, so originally the format of the stream is I made a PowerPoint presentation with the bug facts on it, like the text. But then I realized I started to feel like I was a teacher's assistant or something. I started to feel like I was a teacher's assistant giving a presentation to the class, and so I changed it to this format where we were looking at them under the microscope. So, oh, sorry. I think one of the Yuma family just walked by. I hear something scary. Let's continue. Is that Pokemon? Pokemon is inspired by the bug catching tradition in... Yeah, I mean, there's even the bug catcher trainers, right? I think they're called bug catcher Joey or whatever, so definitely inspired. Yeah, Heracross is my favorite bug Pokemon, by the way. Yes. You're my cute, my final message. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you maniacs too. You guys. What if a maniac was dressed up in a little bumblebee costume, like a bumblebee? Ah. Yeah, so I scrapped the PowerPoint idea so that it would be more focused on cool pictures of bugs, and I'll talk about them, and less like you staring at words on a screen like you have to memorize it for a quiz or something. So I think this will be a little more immersive. All right, but yeah, that's all right. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. So, the first bug, and we'll be going in general order of bug submission. I did shuffle one of them towards the end, I think, but level clear. Will there be a test? Well, you could as we're watching, you could think which bug you think is the coolest, and we can discuss which bug you like the most, even though we're not ranking or tier listing them, because all bugs are cool. Alright, bug number 1. Let me know if the music is too loud, by the way. I just want to have some ambience during the stream. Yeah, and this is literally music for bugs. That's the name of the album. So, number 1 bug. Does anybody recognize? Ah! Number 1. No, not the grasshopper, although they are related. It's the katydid, also known as the bush cricket. Yes. It's kind of... Katy, you might think... Oh, yeah, and it looks kind of like a leaf, but there's actually a lot of species under the general term of katydid. Katydid actually only describes one of the species of katydids that makes the katydid call. So it makes it call like katydid, Katy didn't, Katy do what now? So I'll play it for you guys. Why don't I play it for you guys? Yeah, it looks cool, right? It looks like a leaf. Alright, so let's listen to it. Wait, that's it, katydid. You hear that? I'll play it again. You can hear it, right? Katy didn't. Katy didn't. Katy did not. Yeah, I don't know why Katy did that or didn't do that, but you can hear the words pretty well, I think. Sounds like a dog. It was kind of sound like a dog. What did Katy do? Actually, there has been a poem. Someone wrote a poem. Sorry, I turned on my mic a little bit. Someone wrote a poem about the katydid. Actually, there are multiple poems written inspired by the call of the katydid. And the poem is like, oh, what did Katy do? Why are you talking about it? You know, that's pretty cool. Oh, hello, Scooter Pepperoni. Seeing this dude, he's chill. There's a little guy. Yeah, just a little. They're pretty friendly. I think you can pick them up and they don't even care that much. Yeah, it does kind of sound like a duck. I don't know if I've ever heard a katydid. I hear... Actually, when I went outside today, I heard it's like a huge wave of sound of bugs. I'm pretty sure that's cicadas. Cicadas are very powerful. Yeah, and I hear crickets at night. I think it's the daytime bugs. I think in the summer. I think it's cicadas. I should have recorded it so you guys can hear. Sorry, I did not record cicada sound for you guys because also there was a lawnmower going. Yeah. Yeah, cicadas live under the ground. Sorry, cicadas are not included in this bug presentation. And they come out, I think they're nymph stages underground. Kind of cool how bugs' younger stages are called nymphs. Sounds magical. The geckos try to eat these guys. I see. And yeah, so another thing about katydids is that, look at this. there's shiny variants. It's like a shiny Pokemon. So this is actually, I bet shiny Pokemon were inspired by rare bug morphs. It's pink, yeah. And this is it has to do with genetics. I think it's just rare genetics that cause the pigments to be produced or not to be produced or something. So he came out pink. Yeah, he's pink. He's just pink. Looks like he's made of plastic or something. Yeah, look, he's chilling on that leaf and he's pink. And gummy strawberry flavor. Do not lick the Katydid. And furthermore, not only can they be pink, they can also be yellow. So look, I found this photo. Sorry, I tried to mostly get public domain photos. I feel bad. I think some of the photos are not public domain photos. I think these were found by somebody and they're gonna be donated to the Arboretum or something like that. Oh yeah, so we got all 3 colors of the Katydid. The yellow, pink, and the regular one, which is green. I think they can also be some kind of brownish color. I know in Burgerland, this is a pretty common bug. I've never personally seen one myself, but I don't know, maybe I've seen one in the grass and just not noticed it. I'll say nothing. Yeah, guys, please don't tell the internet, the copyright police, my illicit photo usage. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I didn't even know that Katydids could come in these rare colors. So I think this is what inspires shiny Pokemon. Is bugs having rare color morphs. You heard from me. Because I think Japanese kids, if you get a pink bug, you can get a rare pink beetle. It's like special. So. All right. So that was Katydids, and we better keep going because I have 35 slides. The next bug. Yeah, feel free to share if you are a bug expert. Feel free to share any facts you know about these bugs. I'm not a bug expert really, so yes. Next bug. We're bugging out, are we? This is, you might recognize this guy. I tried to start with some pretty, well, not common, but you know, well-known bugs. So, Flea-Flicker. This is, anybody know what bug? I mean, all these bugs are submitted by you guys, so I assume. I don't want to be like, yeah, the Scarab, that's right. Yes, the famous. Well, there's actually a lot of dung beetles. In fact, there's so many dung beetles that they're grouped into 3 groups, which I think are like tunnelers, burrowers, and rollers or something. I'm not sure which of those the Scarab beetle is. Scarabaceus sacer, sacred scarab. This one is the Egyptian dung beetle. The bug from the Mummy, is it? I've never watched the Mummy. How's the Red Doran bug? Are those prongs for? Yeah, he's about to do a barbecue. He's barbecuing some dung. Yeah, wait, guys! I should have included the Shulk from Morrowind. I forgot. Or the Shulk, I think is what it's called. No, that's a character from Xenoblade. No, it is the Shulk. The Shulk is a beetle from Morrowind, I believe. And... or no, is it? Morrowind beetle. What's the beetle? The beetle from Morrowind, what's it called? The Shulk. It is the Shulk. I was right the first time. Yeah, he looks... no, the Shulk is more like a stag beetle or a pincer beetle, I think. Hello, Funky Dealer. You think the Mummy would be too scary for me? I bet I can handle it. Yeah, so that's what this guy looks like, but as you know, the dung beetle, the sacred scarab beetle, is known for rolling dung, so look how clean that is. Well, I mean, not clean because it's poop, but the shape is very clean. And actually, dung beetles are very important because I was reading some random bug articles while researching these bugs, and apparently they introduced some non-native cows which had soft dung. And then the native dung beetles, which were used to hard dung, could not handle the soft dung. They kept getting stuck in it. And so there's actually a lot of dung lying around because the beetles weren't dealing with it. They had to import non-native dung beetles that could handle the soft dung. Otherwise it was, all the dung lying around spreads disease and stuff. So actually they're pretty important, apparently. So I'm thinking, I don't think they're used their balls for combat. Although they fight, sometimes dung beetles are known to fight over their balls. So that's a yeah. It's like the Dorodongo, the Japanese. You guys know Dorodongo? I saw a video about it. It's like a Japanese thing where you make a really smooth dirt ball. Yeah. But here in Burgerland, I've only seen people make rubber band balls. That's a pretty common kids things to make those huge rubber band balls. Makes me think. I don't know. Thinking about these bugs makes me think of my childhood. How about you guys? Yeah, he's rolling. They're hating. Catch me rolling dung. Wonder if it inspired Katamari Dama's. Yeah, I like Katamari Arrow. Maybe that inspired Katamari. I don't know. But yeah, so they just go to dung pats and make this dung ball. Some of them will actually burrow into the dung pats for their tunnels. The Egyptian dung beetle, they'll roll their ball into a tunnel and they will eat the ball, or they'll lay their egg into the ball. I believe if they're gonna lay their egg, it'll have a special shape. It'll be like a pear-shaped ball. If they just eat it, it's just circular. And used to catch grasshoppers, yeah. So actually, I believe these two are not fighting. They are rolling the ball together. I think it's pretty common that the male and the female dung beetle will together. They'll work together to roll the ball, one on one side, other on the other side. As you can see here, although I think sometimes they will solo roll the balls. I'm not totally sure, but yeah, I don't think they're fighting in this picture. I wanted to include some videos of dung beetles and fireflies and stuff, but I was too lazy. Because you can't put them into slideshows. Slideshows have to be still images, so yeah, rolling the dung ball together. Yeah. Yeah, nowadays nobody talks to me about bugs. They just say like, what's your job? Stuff like that. That's still fun. Yeah, I actually have one more picture that I thought was really cool because, as I said, while I was looking up pictures for the stream, I found a lot of random stuff. So look at this guy. Do you notice anything about this picture? You guys notice anything about this picture? Yeah, he has mittens. He has actually those are boots. He has they look like mittens or gloves, but green boots on. So you might be like, what the heck is going on here? This is actually part of an experiment. So they put boots on. So the point of the experiment is to see if they use their balls to stand on when it's hot. If the ground is hot, will they stand on their balls? And if so, that would make them like a mobile shelter, kind of. So what they did was they gave the beetles boots to see if they had boots on, would they stand on their balls less, because the boots protect them from the heat on the ground. And yeah, they did. I think they did stand on their balls less. Although, as you can see, this guy is standing on his ball even though he has boots on. Maybe he just likes it. Maybe he just likes to stand on his ball. Or she. I'm not sure if there's a dimorphism in the scarab beetle. There is dimorphism for a lot of insects based on sex, but I don't think the scarab beetle just looks like a scarab beetle. So, he needs 6 boots. That's true, he's only got 2. What happened to... Yeah, wait, how come he only has 2? They didn't give him... He needs 4 more boots. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the dung. Yeah, he's got the drip. Is he Aura farming? But yeah, look at that. I don't know. I think he looks... It must be nice to roll your dung ball around in the heat and stand on it when you feel like it. It's like your house, but it's a ball of dung. Yeah. So yeah, they're pretty cool creatures and have an important role in the ecosystem with dealing with dung. In fact, like I think because we have a lot of farming animals that produce dung and stuff, that I don't know if that attracts dung beetles or it's like symbiotic or something. But yeah, I would be very happy if my money was used to give scarab beetles boots. So yeah, that's the scarab beetle. All right, I got another beetle that I selected. And this beetle's the music loops. Well, I guess it's only 30 minutes long. So I have another, but yeah, I just want to show you guys this beetle wearing boots. You're not gonna. It's a rare photo, rare image of a beetle wearing boots. You can't see this everywhere. Yeah, so I have another beetle for you guys. Yeah, from the submissions. Yes, so this is... Yes, thank you for looking at the beetle wearing boots. This is a very special beetle because this guy is basically a little... He's like a little tank. Yeah, I have a top-down view. This guy is very durable and tries to look like a little rock. This is the diabolical ironclad beetle. There's actually other ironclad beetles out there which are non-diabolical. Not sure what makes this one diabolical. Interestingly, diabolical is a pretty common term or a pretty common word in the names of bugs. I don't know why. Yeah, he looks cool, right? Yeah, they live for a long time. They're very long-lived, and so they can't fly. So instead of... So bugs have Elytra. Elytra, which is... Yeah, I think it's a Minecraft thing as well. Elytra is like the shield for their wings, the four wings. But because this guy can't fly, the Elytra is used for defense, and it's locked in place, I believe. Yeah, it looks kind of like a Star Wars ship. And so what I thought was interesting is they did an experiment with this guy. And I don't even... So I would not even call this an experiment because... So what they did, it feels less of an experiment, more like, what will happen if we do this? So they ran over this guy with a car. They ran over a diabolical ironclad beetle with a car. You might be wondering what car. It was a Toyota Camry. And he survived. Yeah, he was fine. Oh, or she, I don't know. The beetle was totally fine, so they can survive being run over by a car. And so, I think they're actually looking into seeing if they can use the structure of this beetle as inspiration for making aircraft parts. Or some, like, fasteners and things like that. I know, how diabolical, right? So yeah, it's basically just a rock that is also living. It's like a living rock, right? It was premeditated. They became diabolical. I don't know, I was like, is that really an experiment? Just, I mean, instead of running him over with a car, why can't you just put him... If you just need to put pressure on it, why don't you just put it in like a hydraulic press or something? Why run over it with a car? And yeah, so... I found a picture of this little... Yeah, so it's like having a pet rock that will live for years. This is a picture of the cross-section of the diabolical ironclad. So you can see they have kind of a jigsaw interlocking structure, and that's how their shell fits together. Hello, evident bread? Does it look like bread? Oh, it's not edible. It's made of very hard, probably chitin, proteins. I think they have a lot of proteins in the structure of their shell, and that's part of what makes it so durable as well. Hello, pond water? The beetle cannot be mounted normally. A hole must be drilled in the shell. Oh, is that for ironclad beetles? Because they're so durable? You have to drill a hole in them? Yeah. No, it's not toast. It's a beetle. Shadow killed one in Shadow and the Colossus. The Colossus. Anything's an experiment if you're getting paid. Oh, true. Yeah, you can... As long as you can sell it to the review board. Or sell it, I mean, get the review board to approve. Or whatever. What if a Humania get run by a car? You would become a pancake, but then you would slowly bounce back, I think. Yeah, you'll be pancaked. So yeah, that is... It's not the only ironclad beetle. There's actually quite a few other ironclad beetles, but... I don't know if they all are this durable. I'm not sure. Ironclad just sounds cool, right? It's like a Dark Souls boss. Dark Souls beetle boss. Well, that reminds me of that Dark Souls bug game. Maybe we should play that. Instead of Hollow Knight, I'm gonna play Bug Souls. I think it's called White Lavender. I think it's... Yeah, the Bug Souls game. Maybe we should play bug games this week in honor of Silksong release. Actually, I wasn't gonna schedule bug games. I was gonna play my Touhou Dungeon Crawler, but yeah. Yeah, this is Ironclad beetle. Okay, oh, sorry, spider! Okay, don't, spider warning, you were about to see a spider warning. Spider, don't look. Okay. There we go. If you're afraid of spiders, this is your warning. Sorry, I accidentally clicked. I forgot. I forgot. But yeah, Fly Night is more of a Kingsfield bug-like. Maybe we should just play all of those. Have like a bug games day. But I didn't have the foresight to think of that. In honor of Silk Song's release, I'll play every game except for Hollow Knight that has bugs. Yeah. Not a giant house spider. Whoa! Giant! I haven't seen a giant spider in a while. I used to have, I know in my house, in the Yuma family house, I used to get spiders decently often on my ceiling, but I've never seen one for a while. What does it mean? How come I don't have spiders anymore? They hate me. Hairy or hairless? Which do you prefer? Hairy. Hairy spider. You're a spider now. Okay. Spider. Yeah, so this was a spider that was submitted via the forum, so I'm counting it as a bug because it's cute. Yeah, so I picked this photo. Sorry, it's probably not public domain photo, but sorry, person on Flickr, you are cool for taking this photo. So this is a spiny backed orb weaver. Yeah, and so I like this photo because it looks like a watermelon crab. Watermelon crab spider. Watermelon crab spider. They're all over the place here. Although that common. I've never seen one in the flesh. Yeah. You see orb weavers in your backyard. Yeah, orb weavers can be pretty. Yeah, he's got a big butt. But these are special because they have like a plating. They've got like a spiked plating on their back. So I'm not totally sure which one this is called. There's a lot of varieties of the spiny orb weaver that come in. I thought what's cool was they come in a lot of different shapes and different lengths of their spines found all over the world actually. I think this might be a Gasteracantha versicolor based on what it said under the Flickr photo, but the person was not sure about it. But yeah, he's got white stripes, so like a watermelon with stripes. He's like a watermelon candy crab spider. They're chill, but they'll surprise you by building a web using your car door overnight. So fast, right? It's insane how fast they are. I tried to pick a picture that wouldn't be so scary to people with like arachnophobia. But so I have another photo of one. Okay, I'm gonna give you an extreme spider warning. It's really obvious that this is a spider. Extreme spider warning. Yeah, so this one looks like a little mech. He's like a little mecha or a little battleship. And this is the Cancroformis, the Gasteracantha Cancroformis. And so Cancroformis actually means like a crab. It means like a crab. So I think the other one looked more crab-like than this one, but I can kind of see it like the big shell. You know what I should have put in the stream is a horseshoe crab is not a bug. I think horseshoe crabs are cool though. Or sorry, a horseshoe crab is not a bug. Too big. It's a crab. If we're gonna allow crabs, we have to do shrimps, and then we're just yeah. But horseshoe crabs are actually not crabs. Did you know that? Horseshoe crabs are not crabs. Or do you even know what a horseshoe crab is? Do you even know what a horseshoe crab is? Shoot, I should have included that big fossil bug that people like. We can allow crab if we can allow. It's true, yeah, but nobody submitted a crab. Looks more like a beetle. It does look kind of like a beetle. I wish they tasted good. Well, their whole appearance is to look like they don't taste good. If it has the opposite effect, those humans are weird and like to eat things that look scary. Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, you can see the spider in the middle of its web here. And I think these are also known as star, because they're star-shaped. I think they colloquially call them star spiders, or maybe. Did I close my presentation? I did. I did make a PowerPoint for this, and so I do have my PowerPoint open, just in case I forget to say something about the bug. That's cool. But yeah, crabs are OG sand crabs. What does that mean? Like sea bugs. We'll have another stream. We'll have a cool crab review stream. No, we're not gonna have a crab review. But yeah, well, other than that, they're just, you know, like any other orb weaver. You know, they make a web. Actually, does anybody know why orb weaver is called an orb weaver? I mean, I thought it's because they're kind of orb shaped. Like they got a big butt. They got an orb shaped butt. But these guys don't have an orb-shaped butt, so... But they're still orb weavers. I guess it's just because they're family members. They weave orbs? Do they weave orbs? Why are they called orb weaver? Oh, it's because the webs are circular. Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, they weave circular webs. Yeah. So these guys also weave circular webs. Just like any orb weaver, they just have very cool spiny crab looking back. Yeah. And there's, if you look up spiny orb weaver, you'll see even more. There's some with two really, really long spines. Like you see this guy with the two spines on the back. There's some with really, really long spines. They look really cool, so there's more. This is just two of the variants. And this is true for a lot of the bugs that I'll show. There's a lot of different species and they all look different. Different colors, different shapes, so pretty cool. Yeah. 7 golden orb weavers. Oh, that's what you can probably sell. No, you can't sell them. You can sell them for 10 gold. They ponder their orbs. Yeah, a circle isn't an orb. Sorry, so circle weavers. Circle. There's like a circle song. Okay, next bug. We got. Wait, can you see it? What's that? Oh, wait, that's just a leaf. That's not a bug. That's just a leaf. Mysterious and stealthy creature. Look at that. It's like a ninja. Yeah. Well, I think it's Psycho Mantis. Oh, it's Ghost Mantis. Doesn't Ghost Mantis look? It's Decoy Octopus. Doesn't Ghost Mantis sound like a character from a Metal Gear Solid game? Yeah, he's posing for the camera. He's RF farming. Yeah, so, well, we have Psycho Mantis. Unfortunately, there's no bug called a Psycho Mantis as far as I know. This is a Ghost Mantis, so... I think it's called a Ghost Mantis because it's very camouflaged into its environment. I have another picture where it looks even more ghostly. Yeah, they're like little ninjas because they're camouflaged. And other mantises, actually there's another mantis later in this presentation. Other mantises do camouflage as well, but these guys are disguised as leaves. Are they deadly? Only if you are a small bug being eaten. I don't think they can bite humans or anything like that. In fact, mantises are mantises. A ghost. Don't worry, it's not actually a ghost. Very popular as pets. I'm not sure if the ghost mantis specifically is popular as pet, but mantises are popular because they look cool. And I didn't really know they were that popular, but they are. He fought those guys. Yeah, he's in his fighting pose. And I have another picture of the ghost mantis. Yeah, I've only ever seen a praying mantis. Well, actually, I don't think praying mantis is a specific type of mantis. I think that's just a colloquial term for all mantis. But I've only seen like a regular old green mantis. So this is also a ghost mantis. And I would have shown you guys one of them in its camouflage state, but then it just looks like a leaf on a leaf. So here they are next to a 50-cent coin, 50 euro or something. They're pretty rich for a buck. Oh no, they're borrowing it for the photo. Hello, Connor. Old green matches. Yeah, that's all I bug. Where is it? Wait, that one looks like a coin. Oh, yeah, they're paying they're going to. What are they gonna buy with that coin? You guys think? Maybe ice cream. They're stealing money. No. They would never use their supreme camouflage skills to rob a bank or anything. But yeah, see, these ones look like dried leaves. And I think, you know, in this photo, you can kind of see their head. You can kind of see the head and stuff, but in this one, the head, I think, is angled away, so kind of crazy. They just look like leaves. I bet, you know, you could walk past one, you'd just be like, oh, that was a leaf. They eat their mate? I don't know if all praying mantises eat their mate. Yeah, praying mantises are known for the female will eat the male, yeah. But they don't all do that, guys. I don't think they all do that. I'm very appreciative of the donations. Yes, would you like to donate to the Ghost Mantis Foundation? Oh, this is yeah, most of my photos are from Wikipedia because, you know, those are free. Those are Wikimedia Commons photos, so they're public domain, but occasionally I wasn't happy with the photo, so I got a different one. And this photo was submitted by the Maniac. You guys sent some photos as well, so yeah. Very cool pose. Thank you for sending this photo. I think it was praying mantis, like they prey on stuff. I mean, they do prey on stuff as well, yeah. Any more facts about the ghost mantis? Now I just want to know. Yeah, and their fancy name is Philocrania paradoxa, which is cool, right? And they're miniatures. That's why, you know, they're next to this coin. They're very, very small. And so this lets them hide from birds and stuff. They can play dead. I'm just not sure what they eat. I want to know what they eat. And I can't find what they eat based on this. What do they eat? Wikipedia, tell me. It doesn't say. Probably just other bugs. So like flies and stuff. Where do they live? They live in Africa, in dry areas apparently, and shrubs, bushes, trees. And then actually I found this photo. It says eating a fly in Zimbabwe. But I know it's kind of metal for the picture of it eating a fly, so I didn't put that one off. Yes, eating a fly in Zimbabwe. Post that on Instagram. Thank you for the follow, Eminem. Yeah, I think they can also ambush as well as playing dead. They get one candy from the candy store, not with inflation. Yeah, they're gonna eat crisps. Yeah, R.I.P. Zimbabwe fly ambushed on the way to his interview. But yeah, these guys are very cool. Flying corn dog. I wish a corn dog would just fly into my mouth. I mean, I don't even like corn dogs. I'll be honest. I'd rather have a regular hot dog than a corn dog. That bad. That bad. Yeah, that's the ghost mantis. Alright, next bug. This bug, I'm actually very familiar with this. I've seen this bug many times, especially in the summer. How do I feel about funnel cake? Too much sugar. Regular hot dog plus hush puppies. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, this is a very cool bug. Because it has a cool trait of walking on water. What? How does he do that? Well, he uses surface tension. Well, the interesting thing is that when you're very small, things, you know, like obviously humans, well, with mostly cannot walk on water. When you're very small, you can do stuff like use surface tension to walk on water with your hydrophobic legs. In fact, I think their whole body is covered in hydrophobic fur. No, it's magic. It's an Animal Crossing. Oh really? Which of these bugs are in Animal Crossing? So yeah, I used to see these guys all the time, and sometimes there's a ton of them on the water, and you can like skip stones on the water and look at these guys. They're just sometimes you just look into the water and there's a ton of these guys walking on the skipping across. They do like a skipping movement. They're kind of scooting. They look like they're scooting across the water. It's very memorable. So, could you walk on water? Sorry, no, you guys cannot. Maybe if you had an air sac. Maybe if you guys had a special air sac that makes you like a balloon, it could be done. Do they bite? They might. I'm not sure. I've never tried to pick one up or anything. And I don't know how they combat their enemies, their predators. They're very good they're very good predators themselves. Oh yeah, they're also called water skeeters, water scooters, water bugs, pond skaters, water skippers, water gliders, water skimmers, and puddle flies. A bug of many names. I've heard them called skeeters before, but no, skeeters is mosquitoes. Skeeters is only refers to mosquitoes. Yeah. No, don't put dish soap in the pond. Don't break the surface tension. Yeah, unless you're vamp. But yeah, I don't think they would be very harmful to humans unless you were covered in them or something. They mostly just eat little bugs on the water. So I guess they could bite you because they have little mouth parts used to eat other bugs. So thank you for the follow, Laminier. And they have kind of cool legs because I think some of the legs they basically use like paddles, or they also have, I think, Like they're kind of rowing. Yeah, they use their middle legs for rowing, like a little canoe. So I had to look this up again. Imagine covering yourself in them. Unfortunately, if you're big enough, you cannot use surface tension. Assassin bugs. Could the skinny lizard skip across water? Maybe. Assassin bugs. Can they walk on water too? Oh, assassin bugs scary. Yeah. Excuse me. I have heard, yeah, water skeeters I think is a common term. But this is a bit of a nostalgic bug for me, you know. This makes me think of being outdoors and by a lake or river and seeing these guys, you know. They're always out and about on the ponds doing their thing. Skating along. Like little canoes. Yeah, they're like little canoes. Canoe bugs. So. Ninja bug? Yeah, assassin bugs in your garden. They're that common? I've never seen an assassin bug before. But maybe if I looked closer, I would see many bugs that I normally don't see. I need a good camera. Oh, they liquidize other bugs inside and drink them. Oh, scary. Yes, new tier unlocked, nostalgic bug. Yeah. I don't know what bugs. Actually, fireflies are definitely. Well, okay, I spoiled it. Fireflies are the next bug. Fireflies. Assassin bugs keep your garden safe? Or do they eat pest bugs? They seem very efficient at killing. Based on their name. Yeah, we're talking about nostalgic bugs. I used to put these guys. I picked a picture. This is the exact bug I used to see in my backyard at night. Can you believe your eyes? 10 million fireflies. You would not believe your eyes. Sorry for spoiling Firefly. Yeah, and so what I would do as a kid is, it's not that hard to catch them because they're slow. So you just gotta grab one out of the air, put it in your hand, and you cup your hand around it, and then you make like a little opening for it, and now you have a flashlight. Because the light will flash through the little opening in your hand because your hand is dark. The inside of your hand is dark, so you have a little flashlight. And then you let them go because they're running around. The purpose of the light is actually a mating signal, I think. Originally, it may have been to deter predators or something, and now it's a mating signal. And so they'll flash their light to attract. I don't know if it's a male or female fireflies that do the flash, do the light blinking. They have a special blinking pattern. In certain areas, they may have a synchronized light blinking pattern, which is kind of cool. If imagine them all blinking in sync. You can go to certain places to see that. It's kind of cool. Yeah, Morse code. If you swallowed one, would your tummy glow? No, because your tummy is not transparent. But if you are transparent, I think your tummy would glow. If you happen to be transparent, yes. So this is the common firefly that can be found in Burgerland, where I saw them growing up, and I didn't see any this summer, but I haven't really been outside at night this summer, so. And they are also known as lightning bugs in some areas. What else did I want to say about them? Oh yeah, so the way that the bioluminescence works is they have a chemical reaction. They have like a special organ for the light, and in that organ or somewhere in their body, they have a chemical reaction. And there's this compound, luciferin, I think, which reacts with another compound. I think they also have a sac to convey oxygen to their for the light. It's actually very efficient because it doesn't really give off heat. So 100% of the light goes towards light instead of heat. And it's a cold light, so it's not infrared or ultraviolet. It's just a regular light. Yeah, very cool. Nature's lantern. Yeah, very beautiful to see a lot of them on a summer night. And just flashing their signal. Yeah, luciferase or luciferin, I think, is the name of the compound that's all fireflies have. So, yeah, it's like an LED light. I have another photo. Now, this is a glowworm. That's their colloquial name. I've never seen these. This is a European firefly. what's it called? Noctiluca. Have any of you guys seen these? I've never seen. I mean, I don't live in Europe, so I've never seen a European firefly. Lampyris noctiluca, and these are called glowworms because, as you can see, they look a little bit more worm-like. The other firefly that I showed is more traditional beetle-looking, but I think this guy actually does look a bit like a grub. Yeah, he's got a very worm-like body. Well, this is a glowworm. Other than that, I think they have the same chemical reaction to make the light. They also use light as a mating signal, but you know, they're just different shaped. They are glowworms, yeah. I wonder if they evolved separately, or they evolved concurrent. I mean, no, they have to have evolved concurrently, right? Because otherwise, how would they be exactly the same? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Because they are Lampyris, and then the fireflies are not Lampyris. I think they are a different genus. They are, I forget. I don't remember. They're really hard. All the fireflies I've seen are so small, so it's hard to tell their shape. Yeah, you'd have to grab one out of the air. I've only seen this shape because I used to, as a kid, just grab them out of the air. You still love me if I was a glowworm. Well, that just means you're a really cool worm. Yeah. I mean, they're not worms. They're beetles, technically. Technically, this guy is still a beetle, but... yeah, and then I think the male looks less worm. Actually, this might be a... I don't know if this is a different stage of it, because I see another picture of one where it looks very beetle-like, less worm-like, but that's why they're called glowworms. Oh. Ah, they're all Lampyr there. I see. Oh yeah. Very nostalgic bug for me. Well, this one specifically. I wanted to include a video, but again, I can't figure out how to put them in slideshows. Yeah, I used to see this guy all the time. And now it made me want to go out at night and catch fireflies again. I don't even know if we still get them. It's probably too late in the summer for them anyway. And also, if I'm an adult and I don't need to do things like that. There's no point. But yeah, the firefly. Oh, we are actually not making good time. I gotta speed up. We're not even halfway through. Okay, next bug. Next bug. This is a mantis. And this is... I have another picture of it that shows the shape better, but I wanted to have a full body shape. Yeah, I know. I just... Bugs have so much... You know, there's so much to say about bugs. How many bug submissions? I have 14 total submissions, but some of them are multiple bugs. Some of them are multiple submissions for the same person, I think, but yes, 14 to the Google form. Yes, this is, so thank you guys for submitting them, because otherwise, you know, I would have come up with them myself, but it's cool that they can all be submitted by you. This is Idolomantis. I don't know if I pronounced it. Idolmantis? Mantis Idol performing at an idol concert. Idolmantis. It's the Idolomantis diabolica. So that's why I said a lot of bugs have diabolica in the name. This guy also does. That's part of the genus and species. And the common name for this guy is the devil's flower mantis or the giant devil flower mantis. And this is one of the largest ones. This is a big guy. I should have gotten a picture of it on a hand or something. This is a really big guy. Idol mantis. Yeah. Well, hello. Yeah, pretty pog. Bug. Pretty bug. A big bug. Well, I didn't show a picture of this guy as a sub-adult or a juvenile, but they actually look very different, and this is, I think a lot of mantises look very different in their sub-adult stage, which is cool, but I don't have a picture of that. So, one thing, I'll show you guys the picture, but look at that shape. He's got like a little cape. He's got like a little cape behind his arms. So very cool shape. Sorry if it's scary, yeah, when they're younger, they look more like a leaf, I think. So in this one, you can see more of how he has different colors on his body. And he's there, coming out of a leaf, looking all scary, yeah, it's like a monster. Very regal, yeah. Looks like a high priest. But, These are pretty popular, and when I looked it up online, I actually saw a lot of listings for these guys as pets. They are popular pets because they look cool. And apparently are pretty easy to handle as well. I mean, yeah, they just look cool. What can I say? That's a pretty high. I'm not. I mean, that's one of the #1 criteria for keeping a bug as pet. Does it look cool? Because you know you're gonna be looking at them. Like you can't cuddle with them or take them on walks. So you're gonna be looking at them. Oh, are they short-lived? I see. I see. But they do mimic flowers. Or I don't know what kind of flower they mimic because I don't think the devil's flower is a flower, so I'm not sure what flowers they're trying to mimic, but they must, you know, they must look like something. So. Is there anything else I wanted to say? But yeah, if they are confronted by a predator, they will kind of do a cool pose like this. I really mean that. If they see a predator, they do a cool pose like this to threaten them and make them go away. Yeah. And if they see prey, they are impersonating a flower, so they stay still, wait for you to come to them, and they grab you. Oh, and then you're dead. So if you're like a little fly and you're like, oh, what's this flower? Lands, and then you land, and then they go, oh, and then you're dead. So be careful if you're a bug. If you're a bug, you better be careful. You know, it's a dangerous world out there for a bug. A bug's life is hard. You just landed on a flower, and then it's not a flower, and you die. Does the devil flower become devil bread? Maybe if you eat it, you get a special power. Yeah, rip bug. I gotta take my glasses off. So yeah, this is a very beautiful mantis, and I don't know, I wanted to get a photo of it so you can see the full shape, but this was the best I could do, I think. I think it looks cool in this one, so... Sorry, thank you to whoever took this photo. I'm sorry, I should have had credits, but it was not very immersive to have credits on the screen. Yeah, very cool mantis. I think, you know, this has made me, sorry, this made me remember that mantises are really cool. And today, when I went on my walk, I was really hoping I would see some cool bugs like a mantis or something, but maybe it's not the right time of year for them. Cause soon it's gonna get cool, and then I won't see bugs anymore because it'll be cold. Except for caterpillars, which come out when it's fall. So hopefully I'll see some of them. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a walk every day to look for bugs. Yeah. Said I got wasps. Yeah, I mean, can't avoid wasps in the backyard. I mean, they're still bugs. Wasps are still bugs, but I didn't really want to see wasps. I can see them any day if I want to. Yeah, that's the idol mantis. Sorry, the Etylomantis diabolica, the devil's flower mantis. Cool guy. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can actually buy, and I think this goes for multiple. Oh wait, where'd the music go? It froze. Music froze. Hello, music. Sorry, I tried to get the music to restart. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you can buy action figures of these. Alright, from Bandai. Bandai makes mantis, like, figures. Including this guy, the Etylomantis diabolica. You can buy this. You can buy a plastic figure of this guy. And other mantises as well. And what's cool is you can actually buy it in the nymph stages. 2 different nymph stages. And the adult stage of this guy, so... Most people must think it looks really cool to do that. Well, Bandai makes a bunch of these bug figures, I believe. I don't know if they still make them. They may not see in stock. Found a bunch of baby manti in a box. What? Wait, in a box? Huh? What were they doing in there? Yeah, wasps are the real diabolical. I don't know, wasps are so aggressive. I'm not attacking your nest, leave me alone. They're just buzzing around my head like, be gone, invader. Yeah, they can be a little hard to get a hold of outside Japan. Yeah, I gotta get people to buy bugs in Japan for you. Yeah, Mantis Figma, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with my little Gecko prize figure that I have. I don't really have much of a collection of those. Yeah, the sponsor, Bandai sponsored stream. No, I wish. Okay, next bug. This is a very common bug, at least where I am. Though I haven't seen one of these guys in a while. I feel like whenever there's a rainstorm and you're like, if I'm getting into my car after a rainstorm, I see a bunch of them flying around. Yeah, the ladybug. Oh, is that me? Is that me? That's me. Oh, that's you. That's me. It's a ladybug. Yeah, in Japan they are called Tento Mishi, and which is like Tento, which is the sun or heavenly path. And that's because, I think it's because they fly towards the sun or they crawl up towards the sun. I'm not sure. But yeah, these guys eat smaller bugs like aphids. And they're actually, apparently you can get them, you can buy them and put them in your garden to combat aphids. But you gotta be careful because if you don't do it right, they'll just all fly away. So you have to release them at nighttime and put food that they like on the plants so they'll stay there. And they may eat your aphids for you. Aphids are a big problem for gardeners, always coming and eating plants, so this is one of the ways you can combat aphids, is ladybugs. But aphids are very persistent, so I think it's hard to get rid of them with just ladybugs. I don't know much about aphids myself. Actually, aphids will be mentioned again later in this presentation. Although they're not being featured as a cool bug, sorry aphids, you're not, I mean you're cool, but not that cool. Yeah, in the UK they're also called the ladybird. The ladybird. It's the 10 toes mushy. Are they going extinct? What? Are they really? Oh, is it the aphid larvae that are the predators? Ah, not the adults. I see. Wait, I just googled. I googled ladybugs extinction status. Not extinct. Beetles, not extinct. Insects, not extinct. Oh, thank you, Google. Are ladybugs going extinct? I don't know. They're declining. They have been declining over time, but it's just unfortunate. But yeah, in some places they're dying out. I mean, I haven't seen as many ladybugs lately, so I hope not. I like them. Yeah, there are a lot of different ladybugs out there, not just this one, this is the Septem punctata, the 7-spotted ladybug. Oh, if it sucked the sap out of leaves. I see, their larvae are drinking the sap. And so, the reason it's named the ladybug is after Lady Mary, because who was depicted as wearing a red cloak in some paintings. So if you're like, why are they ladies? That's why. They got the red cloak for the lady. Which is funny because not all of them are red. Look at that. Hello, Tomoya? Yeah, this is the 22 spots ladybug. And as you can see, it has 22 spots and it's yellow. That's a fruit. Why are they round? I don't know, why aren't you round? No, I don't know. Probably this is the best shape. Being round is the best shape. Don't worry, we still got a lot of bugs left. This is very, very far from the end. Yes. Crunchy bug. Good with peanut butter. No, I'm just kidding. That's an M&M. That's not a bug. That's an M&M. That's a spotted M&M. Yeah, so they're not all red. And they don't all have the same distribution of spots. Yeah. No, I'm cooler. No, yeah, you're cool too. You're cool. That yellow bug isn't as cool as me. The red ladybug is. Stop talking. Ladybug and ants are featuring in our presentation. Pink ladybugs. Oh, that's cool. Pink lemonade flavored M&M. Oh, don't eat me. Don't eat me. No, it's okay. No one's eating you. Come back. Yeah, so it's cool how important they are with their role of eating aphids, and they also pollinate. They also pollinate flowers, I believe. I'll use it. And I just think it's cool that you could just buy a bunch of ladybugs to put in your garden for aphids. You could just buy them. I read I read somebody saying, oh yeah, I bought 1,000 ladybugs. What, 1,000? You can just buy 1,000 ladybugs and put them in your garden. But apparently after you buy them, they're very stressed out from traveling, and so, you know, it may not be ideal. It may not be ideal, but you can do that if you want. You can buy 1,000 ladybugs. Yeah, the name lore is interesting. I didn't know they were called ladybugs because of Lady Mary, so it's cool. Yeah. Buy them in the mail. No, it's actually pretty hard to destroy the ecosystem with ladybugs. Now, you can destroy things with locusts. Locusts will be featured later in this presentation. Sorry, that was a spoiler. Yeah, Amazon, same day. Actually, can I? Alright, I'm gonna go on Amazon right now and... The ladybugs. Live ladybugs. Let's see. Live ladybugs. Nature's good guys. 1,500 live ladybugs. Good bugs. Guaranteed live delivery. But they don't come in 2 days. They take 4 days. Oh my god, I could just buy 1,500 live ladybugs right now? I mean, I don't need them. We don't have a garden. We only have flower garden. I don't think we have to worry about aphids. I'm not gonna do that, but you could. I could. I could. You million ladybugs. Now that might affect the ecosystem, but that's gonna cost you. Buying 10 million ladybugs. Releasing 10,000 ladybugs in public transport. They'll be really stressed because there's no aphids or anything for them to eat in the train. They're gonna try to get out. They're gonna cover the windows, probably. Can I order locusts? Yeah, you can order locusts. But I mean, one locust by itself isn't gonna do that much. Their swarming behavior is what makes them dangerous. There's a bunch of garden predator bugs. Oh, okay. Wait, let me see what else I can order. Live bugs for garden. Oh, nematodes. I can find nematodes. What else? Predator garden pack. Lacewing eggs. Nematodes. Apparently you can buy nematodes. What was a nematode? Or in lacewings for your garden. A nematode is a worm. Yeah. Sorry guys, I can't find any more bugs for order on Amazon. Lacewings are kind of cool looking though. Wait, they have a special name. Nemanites. Protectors of the garden. There's a little picture of a shield on it. They're marketing these bugs. Do these bugs know they're being marketed like this? Do they know people are saying this about you? Did you know that? No, I just like eating aphids. There's one called a minute pirate bug. Minute pirate bug. Oh, interesting. They're common. They feed on common in gardens. Feed on smaller insects, larvae, and eggs of alfalfa corn. Oh, interesting. Interesting. But do they like hack? Do they ever buy games on Steam or do they always pirate? Can I refund on Steam because they've only played for a minute? Oh, they come in a little plastic container. If I were a bug, I wouldn't want to be in a little plastic container, I will admit. What if it's a really big locust, like a horse size? In what laboratory are they making it? Alright. They need grog to survive. Yeah, they need rum to survive. Alright, Ladybug, that's enough. Yeah, it's not my turn anymore. Yeah, no, you did good. You did good. Next bug. And this actually has some resemblance to a lady. It has a little bit of... No, it doesn't look like me at all. Sorry, I'll stop pretending to be a ladybug. I'm sorry. I'm an adult. The nematides are unpaid, but they get to eat. They get food for free. This is a firebug. Yes. I have never seen this guy before. But apparently they are actually pretty common. They stink when they get... Are they like stink bugs? Chlorophyll. It has a funny face. Yeah, it has a really cool face. It looks like an Aztec or not Aztec. It looks kind of like a mask. But I'm really impressed by how clean the shapes are. Look at that triangle. That's clean. Look at those circles. They did a good job spray painting him. No, it naturally looks like that. Yeah, it's interesting. Other than this pattern, you know, they're just regular bugs. They eat seeds from lime and mallow trees apparently, and they often swarm together and cover. They like cover stuff with their swarm on a. There's a picture of them swarming on a pipe, so maybe a little scary if you see all of them like that. Yeah, it looks kind of like a tribal warrior shield. Yeah. Bug has a funny face. But yeah, it's like the triangles is the nose, and then it's got the eyes, and then below that's the mouth. But I didn't know these guys were that common. Apparently you just find them. Also, they You can find them on bumping butts, which are I saw some pictures. They like to bump their butts together to reproduce. But tandem formation. It's called tandem formation, and it can take from 12 hours up to 7 days. They'll be together. They will be interlocked by their butts for up to 7 days. I just thought that was interesting. I thought they just did it for fun. Well, maybe that too. Up to 7 days. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and then I saw some people say, "Ew, gross! Why do they keep bumping? I hate finding these bumping bugs everywhere. It's so gross." I mean, I guess it's a little bit gross. They're gonna run out of things to talk about. I mean, can they at least move around, or do they just have to sit there? Yeah, they have aggregation behavior. They're often found in forms, but you cannot really find these in I don't think you can find these in Burgerland. So I've never seen them. No, apparently you can find these in Burgerland or even Australia, but I've never seen one myself. Yeah, never seen this guy. Yeah, but they eat tree seeds and flowering plant seeds. So yeah, and they look cool. I think that's their main cool point. They got a cool pattern on them. Very cool. They can get all over your windshield and porch. I guess it would be scary to see a lot of them. I mean, I think it's kind of cool to see a lot of bugs in a swarm. Just not in my house, please, because you're gonna make a mess. Don't do that. Yeah, ants outside in a swarm. Cool. Ants inside my house in a swarm. Guys, you're making a mess. Don't tell the ant. He can't hear me. He can't hear me. Did someone say something about? No, I have to go back to sleep. Yeah, you are not. They are not invited to the indoor party. Yeah, apparently they can swarm and be pests, but I think they're pretty cool looking. That'd be cool to see one in the flesh someday. But now I'm all sad. I haven't seen a ladybug. I haven't seen a firefly in such a long time, and all I see now are ants and wasps. That's okay. I mean, ants are cool. But I wanna see more cool bugs. Yeah. If I go to like a nature preserve or a garden or something, I can see bugs, but not just when I'm walking around the Yuma neighborhood lately. But maybe in the future. Alright, next bug. Thank you, Firebug. You look cool. Good outfit. You did good. Okay, oh, actually, yeah, I really need to speed up. We're not gonna finish before dinner. There should be like a museum for ants. Oh, wait. But then it'll be too small and... I don't know how to make this joke. Yeah, good bug. Alright, this bug that was submitted. This is a diving beetle. Specifically, this is the Dytiscus latissimus variety of diving beetle, which apparently are actually endangered, I think. So they're having like breeding programs to bring them back. Yeah, but what I think is cool about this guy, it looks like a sunflower seed. Oh my god. Doesn't it look? It looks like a little sunflower seed with whiskers and arms. It's so cute. I don't know how big it is. I'm not sure the scale of it relative to an actual sunflower seed. It looks like a whale. Yeah, it's a diving beetle. Diving beetles are so cool because they, they spend a lot of time underwater looking for their prey. And so it may look like a cute little sunflower seed, but actually this is a predator and can eat even small fish. What? A bug can eat fish? I can eat this? No. It can eat fish. Is it actual size? Crunchy. No, don't eat the sunflower seed beetle. I mean, beetles probably would taste... No. Now, the best tasting bug is the worm. And I'm telling you guys this from experience. If you gotta eat a bug, make it a worm. Good texture. Fatty. It's like a potato chip. Well, no, it's not like a potato chip. I'm sorry. I'm misrepresenting it to you. It's not. It's not. Like a French fry. Like the worms that I bought to eat are super worms, I think. Are super worms beetle larvae worms? I don't know. Or mealworms. Mealworms are tasty. Not tasty. Okay, I wouldn't say tasty. I'm not gonna say tasty. I think they're larvae. Actually, they're not real worms. Mealworms are just larvae. Yeah. beetle larvae. Yeah, so eat the larvae, not the beetles. Eat the larvae, not the adults. Once they're adults, they got the hard shell. Eat the larvae. Not tasty. Eat. Sorry for talking so much about eating beetles when we have this cool bug. Yeah, so this diving beetle can eat other insects, small fish, can eat tadpoles. And also, so a cool thing is that before they dive, they have a... In their wing case, they can collect air bubbles, and that will help them breathe. So they basically collect oxygen in a little tank. They got a little tank for oxygen, and they use that when they're underwater. And so just like in a video game where you got your little meter, they have that too. Yeah, so very nimble, very cool predators. And so these are not the only diving beetles. And so I was looking at the other diving beetles, and there's one called the Great Diving Beetle. Yeah, they can manage to avoid drowning. There's a mech called Diving Beetle and Votoms. Oh, cool, yeah. I mean, I think bugs and mechs have a lot in common. They often have an armored shell around their core. So this is the Great Diving Beetle. I just wanted to show this guy because I found this picture on Wikipedia. Isn't he cute? Look at him! Look at him! In his eyes. He looks so happy. He's like, I'm just swimming here. I'm swimming here. Yeah, but there's a variety of diving beetles, and they're very cool. There's also water spiders, which are not in this presentation, but diving beetles in general are just really, really neat. Yeah, because they go underwater and they hunt, and they come back up. They're like ducks. They're like, okay, they're not like ducks at all, but and they look really cute. So yeah. No, I'm not cute. I'm a vicious predator. Eats mosquitoes, does it? I know it eats a variety of small insects. Probably could eat mosquitoes, but yeah. Look at them peepers. Yeah, water spiders I think also have air bubbles, but they are not featured in this presentation. Last thing mosquito larvae sees. Oh, that's why you said mosquitoes. I see. Mosquito larvae can swim around. So they're doing us a service and a good job eating those mosquito babies, making sure they don't get out of control. So wait, like adult great diving beetle is between 27 to 35 millimeters, 1.1 to 1.4 inches long. Oh, he's a little guy. Wait, that small? That small? Alright, next bug. Although diving beetle's very cool, but you have to move on. Yeah, I want a diving beetle. Okay, this is a photo submitted by Umaniac. Thank you for your submission. Maybe taken by the Umaniac. Thank you very much. I don't know how you can hold a camera, but this is an Eo moth caterpillar. And you should be careful around these guys. Do not touch because they have a venomous sting. If you touch them, their spine will break off and give you a little sting. So don't touch. You see the little hair gel spikes. It looks cute, right? He's got his little hair. He's got his hair all gelled up and his cool spikes, but don't touch that. Yeah. But it looks so fuzzy. Not fuzzy. Do not touch. And so yeah, that evolved just to keep them safe from predators, but they also have a cool stripe. I'm not sure what the purpose of the stripe is. It looks cool. They got that racing stripe, making them look very stylish. In addition to their cool spikes, so cool looking caterpillar. It's not fuzzy. But you can touch a wool. Actually, I don't know. Can you touch a woolly caterpillar? I've picked them up before, so I've picked up a woolly caterpillar before. The woolly bear caterpillar. Actually, when you see the woolly bear caterpillar, you know it's winter. I'm pretty sure I've talked about them before because I love those guys. And you can use their color to see if it's how long winter will last. Yeah, you can touch the woolly bear. You cannot touch this guy. Yeah, bugs are basically... Some bugs are just basically completely different insects in their different stages of life. And then one sad thing is that often, as they evolve, they lose their mouth parts so they cannot survive. I was just looking up the mayfly, because the mayfly is really famous for this. Some of the adult mayflies only live for 5 minutes. That's kind of insane. Or 30 minutes? But you may be wondering, what does this guy look like after growing up, after going into the cocoon and becoming a moth instead of a caterpillar? Yeah, touch Fuzzy, get poisoned. It looks like this. This is the evolved form. Wait, guys, it's just like Pokemon. This is the evolved form of the Eel caterpillar. And now it's fuzzy and you can touch it if you want. This is the male eel moth. The female one looks more like a dead leaf. It's more brown colored. So fluffy looking, right? So fluffy. And the eyes are there to deter predators because it looks kind of like a bird or something. The big scary eyes. Yeah, you might be able to touch it. Maybe not a good idea because, you know, you don't want to hurt it or anything. Well, the thing about the eel moth, and I think this goes for the Luna moth as well. Yeah, it looks like mustard. It looks so fuzzy though. It looks so fuzzy. But I think they don't have mouth. I believe they don't have mouth parts. In this form of evolution, they have lost their mouth parts. Their purpose is to reproduce, so they will reproduce until they die. Yeah. And caterpillars often the caterpillar or the larval stage of bugs is much longer than the reproductive stage. Yeah. It's interesting. But they look really cool, so at least they get to look really cool before they die. Yeah, it has no mouth and it must scream. Well, I think they might still have vestigial mouth parts. I believe they have vestigial mouth parts, but they cannot be used to eat anything. Yeah, they don't yap. They're not gonna yap. I forget if it's... I was reading some of the articles. It might be mayflies. Instead of digestive organs, or they just have air in there or something. It's kind of scary. They're so specialized. Just like super specialized for the reproduction instead of eating. Oh, there's pins? He's pinned? Oh, I think I see the pins. Yeah, he's been pinned. Yeah, very skillful pinning. I didn't even notice. Now, a lot of people, or maybe a lot is an exaggeration, some people are into pinning bugs and collecting them. I remember when I was a kid, I had some pinned butterflies that I had on my wall, but I don't know where they went. Yeah, that is the eel caterpillar, so be careful. You don't get stung, but you can look. They do look really cool, so... The caterpillar, at least. You'll be more likely to find the caterpillar, I think. Because they live longer. Nowadays, you can right-click save to click... No, that's stealing! You can't do that. Ladybug, fly away. Ladybug, fly away. Ladybug, no, come back! I didn't mean literally. Now, there's like a nursery rhyme. Ladybug, fly away or something. You have a friend who likes to pin insects? Yeah, it's a big hobby, I think. You can even buy insects online for pinning, or like it's kind of a skill pinning them without using too many pins, so or in the right places. I don't really know how to do it, but okay, thank you, eel caterpillar and eel moth. That's now for the next one. Okay, guys. So this guy doesn't look like what you would think he is. What do you think this bug is? Well, okay, it's not really an educational stream. I'm not quizzing you. This bug is not what you might think. This is not a trilobite or a ice pod or anything. This is a cockroach. That's a cockroach. Yeah, it's a cockroach. This is the emerald cockroach. No, don't say ew. Don't say ew. He's totally fine. He's fine. It's not the kind of cockroach you see in the kitchen. He's a special cockroach. Yeah, some sort of bug. Yeah, well, I mean, is a cockroach an isopod? I think isopod is his own thing. Yeah, be nice to him. He doesn't do anything. He's not gonna do anything. Well, I think the reason people are grossed out by kicking the common cockroach is because they move so fast, right? Kind of unnerving. Yeah, isopods are different. They're crustaceans. He takes showers. He's clean. He's nice and clean. Actually, these live on trees. In their natural habitat, they're often found climbing trees, which I think is pretty rare for a cockroach. And they're also diurnal, which is they come out during the day, which is also, I think, rare for a cockroach. But definitely the coolest part about this the emerald cockroach has to be the cool metal finish. Look at that. Look at that burnished metal, green, emerald, iridescent, how do you describe this? Like bronze. Very cool. And so these are popular as pets. You can keep these guys as pets. I believe they're actually pretty popular cockroach pets among people who keep cockroaches. I know hissing cockroaches are also kept as pets. Do they actually hiss though? The Madagascar hissing cockroach. And I think those are a little scarier looking. But if I saw this guy, I might try to pick him up or take a photo of him. If I saw a hissing cockroach, I'd probably be a little scared. I think he looks cool. I would feed this. I would feed him a little snack. I would give him a snack if I saw him. But I wouldn't see him because they are not that commonly found in the wild in areas. They're found in specific parts of the world, I think. You have to import them to keep them as a pet. What do they eat? I wonder. Oh yeah, I did want to mention. They're called Corydidara magnifica. Magnifica. They have a cool name. They can be found under leaf litter or on tree bark. Yeah, in Asian countries. What if they were called kissing roaches? And they made kissing noises? Like kissing gourami, like the fish? We used to have those in school. We had a fish tank with the kissing gourami and they're always smooching each other. Get a room, guys. I eat anything, really. Yeah, regular cockroaches are just too persistent. I don't like them. Yeah. If a fairy bothers you, hiss at her. Hiss. Ooh. You can feed them kibble. Wow. I also, yeah, they're cool. I like them. I'll give this one the cool cockroach award. I give you the cool cockroach award. But one thing I did notice, I was looking up this guy, and so emerald cockroach wasp came up. Now that is a completely different thing. That's a cockroach wasp which feeds on cockroaches. But those guys are so scary, and let me tell you why the emerald cockroach wasp is scary. So it can inject a venom into the head of a cockroach that will make it docile and basically go into a mind control trance. And then they'll suck the blood out of one of the cockroach's antenna. And then they'll take the other antenna and use it like a leash and lead them into a burrow. Then they'll lay their egg inside the cockroach. Well, the cockroach is just in this completely zombified state, and the larva will live and grow inside of the cockroach's body and eat it from the inside. So I just thought you should know that. Yeah, parasitic wasps are scary. Scary! Ah! And that made me feel bad for the cockroach getting mind controlled and turned into a nest for wasp. Yeah, I just thought you guys should know that, so. Yeah, Psycho Mitch vamp combo. And I really didn't need to know that information, but now you know it too. I mean, but it is kind of cool that the cockroach is in such a trance that they can actually lead the cockroach around. Like, they lead it into a burrow. I think they dig a tunnel and they lead the cockroach in there. And that's insane. The cockroach just follows it around because it's so out of it. That's insane. Why do wasps gotta be like that? I know, right? Why are you like that, wasps? Thanks, you are very cool. You're welcome. No, wasps are not cool. They are so designed to just prey on other bugs. You know, it's common in nature, like cuckoos. Cuckoos are like that. And there are lots of cuckoo bugs as well that are just designed to imitate other bugs and take over them. That's just how it is, you know? Yeah, I evolved to destroy you. Yeah, thank you, Emerald Cockroach. You are cool, unlike the Emerald Cockroach Wasp, who is not cool. Don't mind control people and eat them from the inside, okay? Alright, next bug. And this one is a friendly guy. Look at him! It's the grasshopper. 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 Yeah, Grasshopper has such a friendly face. Well, the secret about this guy, though, is that he's kind of like Jekyll and, you know, Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, where Jekyll, he drinks the potion and becomes like Hyde. Well, that's like grasshoppers and locusts because, under the right conditions, the grasshopper will become a locust. And you can actually turn a grasshopper into a locust by touching his legs with Q-tips many times over multiple hours. I looked this up because I thought it was interesting. And so they actually change behaviorally and also morphologically when they're locusts. Sorry, I'm just telling you guys because I think it's interesting. They change their appearance when they're locusts. So their pattern on their body changes and their behavior also changes. They become very gregarious. And then they swarm and eat entire fields of crops and ruin people's livelihoods. So that's bad. That's not cool. But the grasshopper is cool, I think. Yeah, this is just a common green grasshopper, I think, but yeah, they are a symbol of good luck in Japan, apparently. I didn't know that. You know, pretty common to see out in the fields. They're hopping around. They make a cool sound, I think. You can eat them. They're pretty tasty, I hear. You can grill them. Yes, evil spell, locust defying touch. You could turn a person into a psycho by touching their legs with Q-tips many times over multiple hours. You think so? Maybe they were just annoyed, and that's why they became a locust. Because they're like, stop touching me with Q-tips, what are you doing? I'm gonna become a locust, sure. Yeah. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, grasshoppers and locusts are the same bug in different states. Yeah, I don't know if they can unlocust. Once they become locusts, I don't know if they can unlocust. That's actually an interesting question, I wonder. I'm just thinking to myself, can they untransform? I don't know. But I also wanted to show you guys a really cool grasshopper. Look at this. Darth Maul grasshopper. Daetrick. Armor grasshopper. Gamer grasshopper. Yeah, this is a lubber. This is, I think, a Eastern lubber. This is a specific grasshopper variety that has very dark colored... I think this might be a juvenile morphs. Shadow of the Hedgehog grasshopper. Yeah, I bet you guys didn't know the grasshoppers can come in red and black colors like this. Looks cool. And they can be pink too, but I was like, okay, we're not gonna show pink variants of all these bugs. They sell them fried and seasoned. Oh, grasshoppers, really? But yeah, don't feed grasshoppers after midnight. They might become locusts. Like the opposite of mashing B to stop Pokemon from evolving. Yeah, mash A to locust. ELC grasshopper. Yeah, dark fire element. I just want to show you guys this one because look how cool. He doesn't know how cool he is. Tell him how cool he is. He doesn't know. He doesn't know he's cool. He just thinks he is normal. He's like, I'm just a normal grasshopper like all my friends. But actually, he's cool. Yeah, pre-order bonus hopper. I mean, I think the green one is cool too. But yeah, grasshoppers are pretty cool. I didn't know they had this whole Jekyll and Hyde thing going on with the locusts before I looked that up because the Humaniac was like, oh yeah, you know, you can touch them and they become locusts in their submission form, so I looked it up. Yeah. Yeah, he's stubby. That's because he's a lubber. Why are they called lubbers? A lubber is a kind of grasshopper. Let me look it up. An Eastern lubber. Lub. I'm lubbing here. I love the... No, I don't really love grasshoppers. They're pretty cool. Yeah, so... I'm not sure which specific varieties of grasshopper. Okay, I have to give you guys a warning. Alright, you've been warned. Spider, warning. Yeah, he's a lubber, not a fighter. Spider, warning. Spider. Okay, I think you've been warned. But this spider is pretty friendly and... I think that this is known to be the cute... Everyone thinks this one is cute. This guy is really popular. He doesn't know how popular he is online. I've seen so many pictures of these guys, like, wearing little water droplets for hats, or giving people high fives, or doing little dance routines. People really like these guys. The jumping spider. Yeah, the jumping spider. They jump around. And I think one of the reasons they're so popular is they have these two big eyes in the front. And they actually have very clear vision from those two eyes, so they can look at you and track your movement. They can turn their head to look at you. They basically can see like a person, and they also hunt and track their prey, and they jump around to do that just like a person. And I think a lot of other spiders are scary to people because they look like these weird alien creatures, but this guy is kind of like a little furry animal bug, so yeah. Well, are they energetic? I guess they must like jumping around, right? And I remember seeing all these pictures of them with water droplets on their heads. I should have put a picture. Okay, but you can look it up. Jumping spider with water droplets. Yeah, and they can wear water droplets as a hat. I don't know if they enjoy doing that, but they'll just let you do it. They'll let you put water on their head. They'll probably try to shake it off though. And then it has like a little water hat. Why is that so cute? Why is it so cute? I saw a video of a guy training one to give him a high five, so that's cool too. Yeah, very intelligent, very inquisitive and curious about people, so yeah, it's a friend. Tachikoma? Yeah, they do kind of look like a little mech or something. Yeah, so people do like to keep these as pets because they are so inquisitive and pretty friendly among spiders, which most spiders, you know, if you go close to them, they don't really like that, so... Yeah. This is probably, you know, the spider for people who don't like spiders, right? You can get on with this one. Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting to watch them jump as well. Yeah, big eyes. Definitely humans definitely get more attached to things that have big eyes, and they don't wanna see it more as cute, right? Like a baby. Now, I actually have another picture of a jumping spider because he has a little red Mario hat. Look! This one is more spider-like and less furry. This is a Magnolia green jumper. But yeah, it looks more like a regular spider, but look, he's got a Mario hat! Oh my god! Look at his little Mario hat! I was just looking through Google Images for pictures of spiders. He's the jumper! Yeah, he's Mario. It's Mario. I would call this spider Mario. You know, Mario jumps too, just like a jumping spider. He's got a red hat! Yeah. Oh, is it Italian? Yeah. Oh, no, wait, you're just joking because of Mario. Why is he made of grape? I don't know why some spiders are translucent. He does look kind of like a green grape. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because of, to blend in with plants or something. But yeah, this one is a Magnolia jumper. Yeah, jumping spiders are also called jumpers. But jumping spiders are pretty popular, so I think most people are gonna know a lot about them. Guys, we're actually getting close to the end of the bugs. I can't believe we did it. Not quite so fast, though. We're not ready yet. Yeah, you can keep them as pets. I mean, it's... You don't expect them to be like cats, obviously. They're just bugs, you know? They're not gonna play with you, really, but you can give them a bug and watch them jump and try to get it or something. Maybe they will play with you. I don't know. I've never had a jumping spider. I've only ever had fish and birds as pets, so... Yeah. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. End of bugs. We'll have to fight for the big bug. We'll fight the bug boss. Bug boss? What if Metal Gear Solid but bugs? So then it's bug boss. And then instead of gray fox, we have gray spider. No, sounds weird. Hello there. Hello. Okay, next bug. So this is a very common bug, but so I wanted to share kind of a side of this bug that most people don't see. Yeah. This is an ant, but this is actually a farmer ant. This is a ant farming fungus. And so leafcutter ants do this as well, but they take plants and then they take the plants back to their nest and they essentially grow fungus on them, I think. And they eat that fungus. So they're kind of symbiotic. Yeah. This is a rare breed of a fungus farmer ant. I'm not sure what breed specifically. I just want to find a cool picture of one farming fungus. But you can kind of see how he's got his antenna out, his feelers out, and he's picking the fungus to make sure it's doing okay. So yeah, ants, they don't just march in a line. Ants go marching one by one. They do cool things that humans also do, like farm. And they've been doing this for millions of years, actually. I think fungus farming by ants goes back millions of years. Ants are really old, unless I'm wrong. I could be remembering wrong. They look cute. Really? I think this ant is cuter though. Wait, it's my turn. Wake up, ant. They're talking about you. Me. But I don't like farming fungus. I don't even like working. I just want to sleep all day. Me too, bug. Me too. That's the lazy bug. The lazy ant. But ant, if you don't work, they're gonna kick you out. They're gonna kick you out of the anthill. You gotta do something. Oh, but I'm so tired. I'm gonna kick him out. Did you know that bees will actually kick out other bees, like drones? That, like, if it's overpopulated, they'll just drag a drone out and they'll yeet him. They will yeet him out of the hive. Because drones don't do anything except for reproducing. Yeah, ant collective behavior. I didn't know they can group up to create a bridge. That's cool. Where's this pitchfork? Where's this little hat? They don't need those. They can just use their arms and legs. But yeah, essentially, I think they even have like equivalents to. They use the equivalent of pesticides. Like they have some kind of bacteria that they'll put on the fungus to keep pests and stuff away. They do pretty much everything you would do as a farmer. They do it too, except with fungus. Yeah, pretty cool. Small scale farming, large scale, small scale farming. Oh yeah, about that aphid thing. Oh, funny you should mention that because I also have a picture of an aphid farm being kept by an ant. Yes, these are like dairy cows, and this is actually called dairying. Ants, I was just looking up ants just for cool ant facts, and this ant is dairying, which means it's taking care of aphids. I believe that's adult aphid and some aphid larvae, maybe. Oh, do termites also collect fungus? That's cool. Yeah, termites are also eusocial, which means they live in a big society. So, yeah, look at this. And sorry, I took this non-public domain photo. I took this from somebody's Tumblr. These are taken from. I'm sorry. Someone's Tumblr where they have a lot of bug photos. I took it from there, so thank you. Shoot, I can't find the tab anymore. Let me see, because I feel like I should credit this, because it's literally just a random person on the internet whose photos they took. Crevice Dwelling. Thank you for your photo of an ant taking care of aphids. This was the best one I found, so. Thank you for the follow, Sitchium. Yeah, so. But this is actually probably bad for you. If you're a farmer or you're a gardener, you don't want aphids, and so these ants are actually working against you. But if you turn over a log or something, you may see some ants with their little their herd. They basically herd them, just like herds of aphids. They might even move them. Like they may move them to a better location. They're herding them, just like cows. Oh, and they milk them too. They will the aphids will secrete like a nectar type thing out of their butts, and then the ants will drink it. So just like cows. Yeah, Aphid Ranch, yeah. Yeah, the Ant Aphid Alliance, yeah. I can't believe the ants would do this to us. Yeah. But they do look, isn't it cute? The ants, it is cute even though they're working against us. Yeah, you know, that's not like cows at all. What, really? I thought that's how cows work. Yeah, okay, I have a special feature for you guys. I have a picture of an ant that I took today. I think ants are aphid rustlers. This is an ant from the Yuma family front porch. This is a carpenter ant. Actually, Papa Nana hates these. Because they're actually not good to have around your house. You should probably, if you see them, you should probably treat your house and get rid of them because they eat wood. And so they can disturb the foundations of your house. So it's not good to have them around, but this guy... And you can tell it's a carpenter ant and not a regular ant because this guy is huge. He's really big. Big ant. Big guy. We actually, one year, we had a really big problem with flying ants at the Yuma family house. Specifically in Imotonea's room. I feel so bad, it wasn't me. But I'm so grateful it wasn't me. Her whole window was covered in flying ants. And so we had to tape it shut. It was insane. We had to tape it shut. And like, some of them were coming in, obviously. But like, from the inside, you could see them. You could see the outside of the window covered in flying ants. Crazy, right? Yeah, luckily that hasn't happened again for a while. And we sealed up the window after that. But her window faces the front of the house, so I think they're just coming in from there somewhere. Yeah, carpenter ants, some of them can fly. I forget if it was like males or females that fly, but... And their job is to drill into wood, and I don't know if they eat wood. What do they do? Carpenter ant. Do they eat wood? Do they just like make their home? They build nests in wood. They build nests in wood. They don't eat wood. Termites eat wood. Never mind, sorry. They do not eat wood. But they also farm aphids. They can also farm aphids. Carpenter ants can also farm aphids. So maybe I should go look for them. I should go look for them farming aphids. But I don't know what they eat. Probably just, I don't know. They eat, apparently they scavenge on other dead insects, or they eat their aphid farms, or they eat any sugary liquids. They go out to forage at night. So yeah. Yeah, you could do this. This ant could also do this. He could do this too. Or she. They regulate which caste the larva turns into via hormones and temperature. Oh, interesting. Like if they need a certain more of one caste, they might have more of that one. It's soon time for flying ant season. Oh no. Oops, sorry. I don't want to fly. I don't want to farm aphids. You don't have to. You don't have to. It's okay. You're fine. But yeah, this is a Yumanea photo taken especially today when I went out to take bug photos. Alright, I got another. We're switching to a new bug. bees. That's right, bees. Can you believe it? Well, I bet you will be happy to see this one. You better be ready. But, so, I think a lot of people know about honeybees, and whenever people talk about bees, it's always honeybees. So that's why I picked a bee that's not a honeybee. So this is a carpenter bee. I mean, we looked at a carpenter ant, let's look at a carpenter bee. And the thing about the carpenter bee is they're actually called, in Japanese, they're called the kumabachi, which means the bear bee. What? You think he looks like a bear? Like a Honey the Pooh bear? So, I'm not sure which specific carpenter bee is, because there's a lot of different bee species, but look at that big furry neck tuft he's got. I guess it looks kind of like a bear because of that, so... But the difference between the carpenter bee and the bumblebee, and you can tell them apart because the carpenter bee has a smooth abdomen. So if you look at this guy's abdomen, I should have really put a cursor on the stream. You mind if I use you as a cursor, Ladybug? You can see it has a smooth abdomen right here. It's not covered in fuzz. Only this part of the bee is covered in fuzz. And so one thing about carpenter bees is that they are solitary bees. So honeybees, as a lot of people know, they're eusocial, so they live in a really big hive with a lot of different members of the hive. But the carpenter bee will generally be one female per hive, and they might have like two. They may have like a mother-daughter thing, but generally it'll be one female per hive, and their hives will be like a little thing, just with a lot of plant matter on it. It doesn't look like a honeybee hive. It's a pretty ordinary-looking hive. The legs are covered in pollen. Yeah. I think it's cute how if you look in photos of bees, they always have a lot of pollen. They always have little pollen on them because they're going around pollinating. Oh, it's so cute. Going around pollinating. Ooh. Now, bumblebees do have stingers, but only the females, I think. And they don't sting unless you provoke them, so they're pretty safe, unlike wasps. Sorry for hating on wasps so much this stream. I mean, I think wasps are cool, but I was just being harassed by them today, so... Yeah. So, the carpenter bees are called carpenter bees because they drill into wood to make but they make burrows, they burrow into wood. I don't think they eat wood either. You know, they're carpenters. If you know, like human carpenters don't eat wood, right? Bees also have a lot of cuckoo species that you mentioned earlier, cuckoo species. They try to kill the queen and seek in their own egg to become queen. Crazy! Sabotage! Yeah, cuckoo bees, or cuckoo bees. I don't have cuckoo bees. They're cute. No, they're not cute. That's not cool. Don't do that. I mean, I was talking about carpenter bees, they're cute. But, yeah, nature, scary. Bees trying to take over, usurp the crown. Yeah, coming for the crown, right? But yeah, I think carpenter bees are cute and underrated bees because they are kind of viewed as pests, just like carpenter ants, because they can drill into wood and just, you know, generally people don't like it when you make holes in wood because that's the house, you know. But they're actually pretty peaceful. If they're not like wasps, you can they don't mind you being around. Just, you know, don't pick them up and squeeze them or anything like that. Yeah, you can hang out with them. Just like bumblebees are friendly as well. I mean, I wouldn't say friendly. Like, don't, you know, pick them up and squeeze them, like I said. But, like, you know, cats don't mind if you pick them up and squeeze them. Well, actually, that's not true. Sometimes they bite. Speaking of bumblebees, this is a bumblebee. I see bumblebees all the time when I go to a garden or something. This is not the kind of bumblebee that I see normally, though. This is a tree bumblebee. This is a special species of bumblebee. And I took this photo because he looks really fuzzy and cute. I don't know. Look how cute. But you know it's a bumblebee and not a carpenter bee because the abdomen is fuzzy. So for a bumblebee, the whole bee is fuzzy. The whole bee... The whole bee is covered in a fine fuzz, including the abdomen, unlike the carpenter bee, which has a smooth abdomen. So, I'm not totally sure why. Bumblebees are really big pollinators. I think they are more like honeybees than the carpenter bee. The carpenter bee is a solitary bee. I think the bumblebee is not a solitary bee. I think it's more of a eusocial bee, a parasocial bee. I want to pick him up and squeeze him. Don't squeeze too hard. Well, even if you squeeze hard, if it's a male bumblebee, I think it won't sting because it doesn't even have a stinger. So he just has to sit there and let you squeeze him. If it's a female bumblebee, may try to squeeze, may feel that his life is in danger and try to sting you. A male bumblebee will just have to let you pick him up and squeeze him. But you know, don't bother him too much because bumblebees are really big pollinators, and yes, please do not squeeze the bees. Without bumblebees, a lot of flowers would just not be pollinated. In fact, a lot of flowers have evolved to be pollinated by bees. They've actually evolved their parts, their pollination parts, to be in a place that bees can easily pollinate them. So it's a symbiotic relationship. Yeah, and you can, if you want to attract bees, you can grow bumblebees, you can grow wildflowers, they like those. So they also do this thing called buzz pollination where they will vibrate to like shake the pollen, I think, which is kind of cool. So yeah, very cute. So fuzzy, oh my goodness. Oh, so fuzzy. Yeah, look at these cute bees. So sorry, honeybees. I mean, I think you guys know what a honeybee looks like, so I didn't feature them. You know, we know they make honey, they make wax, what else do they do? They can dance. Yeah, honeybees can dance to communicate. They can tell time, they can navigate using the sun. But we know all these things because they're really popular bees to raise and to study, so that's why we know so much about honeybees. I mean, maybe bumblebees can do that too. Yeah, what do you think? I bet you can do that too. They just haven't studied them as much. Probably carpenter bees can't do that because they're solitary, they're not social, so they may not have the need to communicate with other bees like that. Honeybees need to do that because it's such a huge organization that they live in. But carpenter bees just live with their little bee family, so probably don't need to do that. Yeah, they can dance if they want to. Alright, I have a bit of a... Alright, I want to... Oh yeah, and bees can be trained to detect explosives. So you can train them by giving them the smell of explosives and then sugar water, and they will start waggling their antenna when they smell a certain explosive. Only one explosive though, they can't smell. Yeah, if you want them to... And then they put them in these little boxes and... I don't know, I feel bad for them because they're put in these little boxes and they carry them around as bomb detectors. Yeah. They can dance if they want to. They can leave their friends behind. So yeah, bees can be trained to detect explosives because they have a very acute sense of smell. Yeah. Bumblebee. Yeah, we could have Raiden use bees to detect... Literally, we could have Raiden use bees to detect the C4. You could do that. You could train them to smell C4 if you want to. Yeah, you could totally do that. But you'd have to carry them around with you, so... And then they start... When you get close to the C4, they'll start waggling their antenna, so... Yeah, fat man. Fighting fat man with bees. Yeah. Wait, are there bees in Metal Gear? Okay, I have something to show you guys. I have to give you a spider warning, spider warning, spider warning. I think I did it. So this spider has been called... I showed this spider to the Yuma family, and here are the adjectives that I got. Terrible. So ugly. Why is he so ugly? So, I'm ready to show you guys... This spider that was slandered by the Yuma family. Because can anybody tell me what kind of spider this is? I tried to look it up and it won't tell me. My spider identification app won't tell me. Creature. This was on their garage door. Yes. It's not ugly. He's ugly. World's ugliest spider. No, I think he's cool though. I think he's cool. Yeah, that is ugly. It's a damaged camel spider. Is that an egg sac? It might be. I just want to ask you guys. Maybe we have some spider experts here. You're reserving judgment? Looks like an alien baby. Anybody know what kind of camel? Could it be a camel spider? Is this the abdomen hanging off? Oh no, is he hurt? Wait, is he hurt? No. Okay, so I may have accidentally taken a picture of a dead spider. No. I feel so bad. Just like go up to a dying person and taking a photo of him. And I can't believe it was called ugly while he's dying. And I just wanted to show you guys because I couldn't figure out what kind of spider it was. Yeah, you can't call him ugly, he's dying. That's mean. Hosting gore. Oh, no, I didn't know. I thought he was eating something. Oh, it's not a camel spider. Yeah, the app said it might be a orb weaver, so sorry. That was actually a corpse of a spider. I'm sorry. No, look at this cool ant picture I took. I take cool bug pictures. No, look at this cool carpenter ant. Look at him, look at him. Forget about the spider, forget about the spider. Might be a molt? You think he's molting? I want to believe that he's molting and not die. Please. Yeah, this was called Very Ugly Spider by the Yuma family, so I just wanted to show you guys. It's like, ew, terrible. Everything. That's how they reacted to it, so. Could it be a wrapped up bug that he's snacking on? I thought that too. It's kind of hard to tell. But he has, look how he's got his arm touching it, so. Yeah. I don't know. I think this has to be some kind of molting spider because I don't really see them transparent like this. And the body looks really small. Like, normally the spider abdomen is much bigger. So, yeah, I don't know. Could be dead. Anyway, look at this picture of an ant that I took. Alright, thank you guys. We got through all the bugs today. I got to show you guys my bug photos, including this one. I think this one came out pretty good. Look how... he looks like he's posing for his photo. Yeah, thank you, Carpenter Ant. You did a good job. So now I'm gonna go eat my dinner, which is not ants. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out while I, It was actually, I'm glad that we got to do this stream because I spent actually a really overkill amount of time researching bugs and looking up bugs and looking at pictures of bugs, reading articles about bugs, so that was a lot of fun. Thank you. I learned a lot of stuff. I learned some stuff that I kind of wish I didn't know, but I learned a lot of stuff. Yeah. I think the coolest thing was the ant farming. That was really cool. And also the locusts was really cool. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Oh, thank you for the 5 gift stubs. Thank you, Nuclear Bach. Oh, thank you for the bug gift. Thank you very much. Yes, many bug facts. Many cool bugs. But don't thank me, thank the bugs. You're welcome. No, don't be so conceited just because you're a... Haha, I'm taking over the stream. This is my stream now. No! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out! Get out! Attack! Ah! No, I'm not an aphid. I was just joking. I was just joking. That was just a joke. Invasive ladybug. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for the gift subs and thank you guys for hanging out with me while I talk about bugs. I had a good time. A very good time. So yeah, I gotta go. I gotta run, so I'm not late for dinner. But I'm so sleepy now. Yeah, we should have had assassin bugs. The Idolomantis? Oh yeah, Idolomantis is cool. Let me flip to the picture. You just said you missed it. Yeah, I found a cool picture of Idolomantis. Thank you for the submission. Yes, I thank all of you guys for your submissions. Yes, and Carpenter Ant says thank you for watching. Alright, yeah, I gotta run for dinner. Next is lukewarm bug review. What should we include in a lukewarm bug review? Wasps. Hey, let me quickly shout out Riona is streaming, Hess is streaming. Yeah, I gotta run for dinner. Yomi is streaming, so please check me out if you'd like to watch somebody. But no bad bug review, everyone's gonna suffer. But it was so much fun. Thank you guys. I'm really glad I got to do this kind of stream, and thank you guys for submitting stuff. That was a lot of fun to know that you picked out these bugs because you thought they were cool. So thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna run. I gotta skedaddle and eat dinner, but yes, thank you. It was a wonderful, wonderful bug review with your help and company. So yeah, it was all me. It was all me. No, shut up, Ladybug. sorry. This ladybug's behavior does not reflect general ladybug behavior. Alright, bye bye. See you guys. Have a good one. Yeah, I'll post the schedule and I'll see you again soon.